base, get the static link going. But then again, later on, you'll have Rubik with telekinesis, with the upgraded shard. You'll have like a Pit of Malice, Abaddon to take care of you. Abba Gyro, this has been a pretty old school combo. And let's see what Aster.Aries can do. They place down the Observer Ward, smoked. Thinking if they want to take a fight. They're level 1, not the strongest, because like Ricky doesn't bring you much. Dark Willow, Mercy, he started with the Bramble Maze, which I'm a big fan of, and also Boots of Speed. We see Boots of Speed as well on Jin Q.
Interesting. Interesting to see, like, just straight up boots on some of these supports, right? Like, is that really the normal go-to on some of these heroes, to just go straight up boots?
He's playing into Razor, so wants to keep the distance away from the static link, so can't really blame Jin Q when it comes down. For Mercy, I guess harassment. He wants to keep also the distance from Gyrocopter, does to not get Rocket Barrage, harass Abba. We'll need to bring a lot of regen to this lane, because it's not going to be the easiest one. And look at what Jin Q has queued up. Sentry Q, five already. Not sure if he's going to commit to it, but always fun to see how some players love to troll.
It's a good way to make some cash, especially because they saw this OBS get placed in the mid lane, the one at the top end of the mid lane, because Dire does have wards on both sides of the lane in pretty decent spots. At least the bottom part of the river one is well placed. But we'll see if they do end up doing any dewarding in this mid lane or how it's going to go. So it'll be interesting. We'll see if XWY can have the advantage that he did in game number 1. Because a hero like TA that can kind of get off to the races like that early on, you might be asking for trouble if you're Xtreme Gaming.
For sure. This is the lane to look out for, how much XWY is going to be able to get from this lane, because I already see 7 sticky napalm charges on him. If he hits level 2 faster, which he should, maybe with the point in Flame Break or just a Firefly over him, he could score a kill. And there it is, level 2. Let's see. 10. If this was Mikey,
he's going for
like
it.
A big, yeah, he's going for it. This was like blood grenade type of a play. So a little surprised that maybe on a Batrider you don't have it. Shanxi already in trouble.
Yeah, this is tough. Like, where is Ghost playing right now? How is the lane here? This is very odd to see a lane just being played in that position.
Yeah, Ghost is still in game number 1. He thinks that he's playing Dire, so that's why he's in this safe spot between tier 1 and tier 2 tower. They're super aggressive, way too aggressive. I mean, you do have DY behind you that could save you. Aphotic Shield, Miscoil available.
Oh, that's a sentry placed down, and it shouldn't really mean anything more than just Buster hitting him. And yeah, that's really it. DY didn't really want to chase on that. He's only gotten the Miscoil and the Aphotic Shield, so you're not really doing much with your right clicks with no Curse of Avernus. Mid lane again. 11 CS for this TA to only 7 on this Batrider at the moment.
And Batrider not a hero that CS is as good, but he's really good at killing Templar Assassin, which is going to be throughout the whole game. You're going to suffer pretty much. And looking at the top lane, Underlord doing well, considering what he's playing into. This is Razor plus Brewmaster. He does have two blood grenades available. Jin Q, he's in trouble.
Yeah, he's got the link on him, but the telekinesis throwing him down. Meanwhile, bottom lane, they're still putting damage on a Shanxi. Neither will die.
As long as he can take some pressure off Underlord until JT gets his items, and you can see the adjustment. JT also getting Boots of Speed, so he can run away from that static link. They get level 3 faster. Red Panda, not able so far to do much.
Yeah, we've seen this strategy for him, right? Way in the past for Red Panda. Get level 6 and then be effective. So that'll really be a case of what he can do. Maybe he's going to be able to snipe a Wisdom Rune or something like that for Red Panda. It's always nice when you're able to just sneak on over and get yourself something.
This was his signature hero. Pretty much when I first saw him play was when he joined the Elephant. Oh,
Yeah.
XM, I'll hold that thought.
He's going to the tier 1. Immediately eats a sticky napalm.
This is pretty much how he made the name for himself back in,
Yeah.
when was that, like 3 years ago or something, when he was playing for Elephant? Playing that...
It was 2021, right?
Yeah. Okay, so almost 3 years. It was him playing Brewmaster and playing it in combo with Troll. It was a relatively strong lane. Still facing the same issues as always. Brewmaster, let's see if Mercy can TP out of this one. He cannot.
No, he cannot. So Ghost gonna draw that first blood. Last game it went to DY. So maybe he's a little upset he can't go back-to-back games getting that first blood, but he's happy to give it up to Ghost this time, who, just like game number 1, the lane's pretty much free for him to do whatever he wants. And if you look at the net worth, he's already so far ahead of anybody else.
It's not looking good. I mean, Ricky doesn't put any pressure. Even if there was no Abba, you still don't have enough damage to be able to kill these heroes. And with Abba, and also, you just gave Ghost a really good start. He's sitting at 29 and 7. You gave him the first blood, about to finish off power treads. Like, he's not dying.
That's the seal of cursing him to die. But we'll see. He should survive. He didn't die in the last game, even though I said it so many times. That me and Danog said he shouldn't die. It's usually the kiss of death. But for right now, pretty safe in the lane, and I mean, there really shouldn't be much of a struggle. Maybe they could go for DY, but even he's not that easily to be killed. He's got level 2 in the Aphotic Shield, so the barrier this early on is going to make both him and or Ghost super tanky.
Radiant structures are fortified.
So mid lane, it's now XM who's gotten ahead of XWY, hits that level 6 first, and he's looking to get those boots of travel to start.
DY's here. It's going to be Arcane Rune.
Oh, no, wait, what?
Pick it up. He had the bottle in the backpack.
No, he did pick it up.
He did? Okay.
What?
Ooh.
It got denied and picked up at the same time.
Because I was looking at the screen and it said denied.
Denied, yeah. What the?
Okay, he has it. It's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so
what?
he denied the rune that was outside, but he bottled it from the inside. I don't know.
What are you saying?
I haven't seen this happen before.
that okay. It counts.
For just $3.99, you can purchase DLC.
Dota Plus gives you the attainable denied rune. Man, that's interesting. Because that arcane rune, you know, it's kind of important to taking this stack. It wouldn't have stopped him too much, but now he's got this stack. Ooh, trying to swipe it, but can't swipe the wisdom rune. That's exactly what I was just talking about. If you're able to swipe a wisdom rune, it always feels quite nice.
Yeah, what if Mercy denied the XP rune and picked it up at the same time?
Right. He would have the XP rune.
He'd be level 30.
Yeah. It's kind of hurting my brain, but as do many things. Like denying and having the rune at the same time is paradoxical, truthfully. 1,000 net worth lead here for Xtreme Gaming, as all 3 of their cores are at the top of the net worth for the moment.
We're going to see that again.
Oh, pink. That's at the exact same time.
It looked like he denied it first, and then it got picked up. I don't know. That's the way I saw it. Never mind.
Yeah, mid lane, they're going to try and go. TA is already low on health. Telekinesis drops him down. 4 heroes here on the side of Aster.Aries. They get the kill on the DY. They look over at XM and Jinkyu, but they'll make their escape. But a kill there for Aster.Aries, especially after what was a quick amount of damage on the XWY to start that engagement off.
Good kill. Good to have something on the board, getting some extra XP. Red Panda, level 5, trying to get level 6 in the mid lane, going for Urn with the Cinder Brood. This has been the build pretty much on position 5 Panda. Try to get into Spirit Vessel. Primal Split. as soon as it's available. Because as a position 5 Brewmaster, you don't rely as much on being, you know, so ulti dependent. You can run in, you can die, it doesn't matter as much. Because I feel like if you're playing offlane Brewmaster, your first and second usage of the ulti needs to be really good. Like, you need to get a core kill out of it.
Yeah, here you're just kind of assisting. And not so dependent on those early kills. We'll see what he does when he does hit that level 6. Right now, just boots and branches. And there's a smoke and an urn. So, gets his Urn of Shadows ready to go. We haven't really talked about JT. He's got that Vanguard going into a Soul Ring. Got Arcane Boots ready to go. His lane's been very quiet himself. You know, not really much going on.
Did manage to get a lot of farm from this lane. Also threatened to kill on Ulu at one time. We're just gonna do some Pit of Malice into Firestorm harassment. He's really tanky, has a Cold Bracelet, Vanguard, as you said. I feel like in this game, it's very easy to itemize for Xtreme Gaming because you're playing against 3 cores that are physical damage. So going Vanguard, eventually you're gonna buy like armor items, maybe even get a Crimson. And I like what I see. He's going straight into Lotus Orb. So he can disassemble Vanguard, disassemble Arcane Boots.
They might be able to get XM here. He's trying to get up out of the high ground, but unable to do so. So Shanxi comes over and kills off XM, who's now sitting lowest in the cores in terms of net worth. I had just said it like a minute or two ago that all 3 cores in Xtreme Gaming were at the top. Now they're pretty spread out, and one's at the bottom. Not really where we want to be.
Change quickly. Now with Templar Assassin and the Catapult, they have a good amount of damage. Red Panda is level 6. Ooh, this is a lot of damage. Jin Q has stolen Plasma Field. You can lose a fight off of that easily. So they're going to respect it and back off.
Ooh, coming close. And now Cinderbrew thrown on them. Telekinesis lands on 2. Curse Crown will pop, and he's going to make sure to stay away from his allies.
What a Chad. High-fiving 3 of the heroes. He's like, I cannot die. I have Plasma Field. I have Abba behind me.
He knows he's safe. He ends up high-fiving the tower, and they're ending up keeping that tier 1 tower alive, which is a big point to make, considering the fact that Aster.Aries in game number 1 were able to take that tier 1 tower at about 9 minutes into the game. So they don't have that available to them at the moment, or at least that advantage. Although I will say this time, Ulu definitely safer to just be free farming in the moment. No pressure on him in the top lane.
Yeah, he definitely feels that Aster.Aries draft, they're okay with slowing things down, waiting until Ricky gets his Diffusal Blade, 1 item on Razor. He's going for a BKB. And there it is, Shanxi. 11, 12 minutes, Diffusal Blade. So now it's time to get some stuff going. Try to get some kills.
Did the Gyro get enough out of that lane? Did they get enough out of it before the Ricky was able to get this Diffusal? Because this is definitely a jumping off point, especially with a hero that likes to fight early with just the blink for XWY. Like, he's got that blink. He's ready to go. Level 3 in the meld. With the Ricky and the Diffusal having that inhibit, they can make jumps onto these heroes and kill them pretty quickly. That's what they're going to look to do. Trap down Bramble Maze. Can he navigate it? They've got the Bedlam onto the Ricky. They go to the lasso. That's going to be out of the Brewmaster. Red Panda's not going to be able to get the Primal Split off. They get the Kona Shanxi as well. And only the Borrowed Times popped as they end up losing Mercy. 3 heroes die on Aster.Aries and they get nothing.
Man, making the difference. Rubik having like all of these small items, having Seeds of Serenity, Fluffy Hat, Magic Wand, and Abba coming in the clutch. Like, Rubik is, he deals so much damage. This was like 2 Plasma Fields, Fate Bolt. They don't even lose him in the end. So this is the time when Aster.Aries was supposed to get like a couple of kills, maybe turn it into a tower as well, but it didn't happen. And now things are going to slow down. Again, Aster.Aries, same issues. DPC 1, 2, 3. Laning stage-wise, it was okay. Like, it was pretty even. This is the time where they start to crumble.
Yeah. And this is something you see from a lot of these tier 1.5 to cusp teams.
Yeah.
It's something that we used to talk about, like Magma, LBZS, Phoenix, and like that you'd see them struggle outside of the laning phase. So take out that trap. They should just deny this tower and will. So mid-tier 1 goes down at 14 minutes just about, but it is denied overall.
Dire's top tower is
Ghost not afraid to really move from that bottom lane and kind of farm around where he can get anything that's open to him, wanting this Ags as quickly as possible.
Yeah, he's getting a lot of farm. Ghost. I mean, Gyro's gonna be popular because ever since we made the map like 40% bigger, there's a lot of camps, and now we buffed the Gyrocopter. He really loves to farm, jumping in between the camps. Aghanim Scepter about to be finished in 100 gold for him, so he's gonna be fight ready relatively soon. Now already a 3k gold lead for Xtreme Gaming.
Yeah, just that defense, and they're up, right? Like XM now getting pressured a little bit. They go to the lasso. They've got themselves the Abaddon. They're gonna need to get this kill as they throw down the gate, but, well, not going to be going through that Fiend's gate, and they allow that TA to get away.
Big power spike for...
Jumps in again, but he doesn't have a lasso this time.
XM.
Not really in the right spot as Jinkyu's going to get chased as well. Shanxi, Red Panda, XWY all moving forward. Drop down the trap. They've got the Cinder Brew, but Jinkyu, he's got himself the Refraction, so he's not exactly dying immediately. The Terrorize comes in. It lands onto JT, and Ricky's going to jump onto the tier 2 tower. Gyro's coming over. The Pit of Malice is going to be on the 3. They look over at Shanxi. He might drop, but ends up jumping over to XWY. So he's able to escape. And Aster.Aries running from the entire side of Xtreme Gaming that's alive at the moment, and don't take any casualties.
This could have been like 1 kill, could have been a trade.
They want
Xtreme
this.
Gaming. But they're going to give respect to Ghost. Like, he's pretty massive right now. As soon as he joined, it seems like the fight was over. Have we seen Primal Split? I don't recall it.
No, he helped it, and he wasn't able to use it in the fight prior to that.
Saving it for the late game. 4 stacks of Primal Split soon to be online.
It's the new Midas.
Like, again, it's very difficult to use. I think he might pop it now.
At least he's going to try and look to do so. The telekinesis drops him down onto 3 heroes, but ooh, he's already got a BKB. They took out Ghost. He's dead for 40. They'll look over at JT. They put the better on Ooh. He's chasing with a Primal Split. The Cyclone up into the air for DY. JT doesn't have that Aphotic Shield. They go to the lasso. It's going to be on the Ooh. Post BKB with Pit of Malice drop down. Now these pandas starting to die, but he's back to form. Ooh, low. The jump in from Shanxi gets the kill on X, and they'll take out DY and still lose nothing. Jinkyu's going to be hit by that Cursed Crown. They're still going to move forward. They'll blink, they'll meld strike, and they should be able to take out Jinkyu, but they lose Shanxi with the Fade Bolt, and they can't stop the TP.
Shadow Realm, they don't have anything available.
Whoa.
Not a bad fight for Aster.Aries overall, because they did manage to take down Gyro. He was in the middle of a fight. They might need to be slightly more careful when it comes down to execution. Sure, you are relatively tanky with Abba behind you, but the big difference, this is the big power spike that I wanted to mention, is Ricky picking up his shard. Smokescreen, so some extra minus armor, and also not able to get targeted by Abba. You can't get Force Staff, you can't get healed, you can't get lifted once Rubik gets the shard as well. So that's going to be
They took out Ghost
pretty
so fast.
massive upgrade.
Ghost gets this Ags. He's got Butterfly queued up, and he died so quickly in that fight. Thinking maybe you gotta find a way to get out, right? And he now switches to a Hurricane Pike. I'm thinking maybe BKB might even be what you want.
He wants to take care of himself. As soon as he saw that shard, he's like, yeah, if I'm caught in the middle of a smoke screen, some bramble maze around me, I'm not going to be able to get out. And Jinkyu manages to kill Shanxi, TP out with that Shadow Realm, so trying to salvage the fight as much as he can.
Still deathless. There was a lot of talks in, not his heyday, I don't think he's past it, but when Jinkyu was playing for LGD, there were a lot of talks of who was the better Rubik, him or FY, and he has certainly made a case plenty of times. They're trying to make a jump here on a JT. He's very tanky. He's got the Guardian Greaves. He's got the Vanguard. Going to turn this around with a Pit of Malice. Now they're going to look over at Shanxi with the telekinesis, dropping him down on the Red Panda. They'll get the kill on Shanxi. They look over at this Brewmaster, and they'll take out a second JT, getting both.
Something about these Chinese players, Chinese position 4 players, how they know to utilize Rubik. It's pretty damn good. And now
He's
holding
got
on
to
to
execute as well.
Cinderbrew, going into Ags, going into Phylactery. He wants to carry the game from position 4, and I like to see it.
I always love it. I always love seeing Rubik's like that, right?
Yeah, for sure. Gyro, he might need to have some extra items to come into a fight.
They got JT. He's in trouble. But the lasso and the follow-up from XWI. Oh, the Fiend's Gate! He left! He went back to the base. He's coming back into the fight. If he wants to go through, the option is there, but he decides not to. He thought about it. Now he lets Jinkyu die, and DY is going to be run down. They've got the Spirit Vessel. He's got the borrowed time, but how much can he borrow? It's really not much. It's only a couple seconds on the stopwatch he took.
Ooh, this is going to be another good fight for Aster.Aries. Roshan will be on Radiant's side. They just finished off Deso, so I could see XWI going in and taking Roshan with this minus armor from Smokescreen, from Deso. Smokescreen plus shard from Ricky is causing a lot of issues. Shanxi, like this pick, didn't do much in the laning stage, but as soon as he picked up that Diffusal Blade, and now he's hunting.
Yeah, Mercy's here.
He's not going to be able to get out of this one.
Rod of Atos, Bramble Maze, and XM going to die with the Bedlam put on Shang-Chi, so we'll see the death coming his way as Ricky jumps on him and has that extra damage thanks to Mercy. And Dark Will also going Ags.
They want to scale. I love the Road of Atos pickup on Mercy because they don't have many stuns available. Like, they can TP out easily.
Invisibility.
None of their heroes. If there's no Dark Willow, you can TP out unless Brewmaster uses Split.
And there they go, down towards Roche. So
They have ways of controlling the team fight. As long as Red Panda can get the Primal Split off, use Cyclone on one of the heroes, and then Ricky...
oh, they backed out.
Using Smokescreen, controlling Abba, because Abba doesn't like to play into Ricky. You get like jumped, Diffusal Blade, Ghost. He's the first line, has 4 staff.
He's got 4 staff, but they're going to pull him right on back. He's going to try and survive here, but ooh, with BKB, they've got the Bedlam on top of this. Razor, they get the kill on a Ghost. They'll take out XM. 2 years already dead on the side of Xtreme Gaming. Jinkyu looking like he's going to be next as Ooh continues to chase. He'll steal that Plasma Field. They get the kill on the DY. They'll take it a 4th in Jinkyu. And now they look at JT, who already used that Fiend's Gate. He's got no way to escape. If they just stick on him, they'll have a full team wipe as well as Roche, and that's exactly what they get.
Ooh, this fight. Like right underneath the Observer Ward, they still lose that fight, and they're gonna lose Roshan as well. Razor with the BKB, he goes in, has Mask of Madness, has all of these small items. I like the build from Ulu this time because he's popping up. He's 5-0 and 5. They have a lot of physical damage. I want to see some damage reduction, some damage mitigation. Try to invest into these items that are gonna give you armor.
There's the Aegis.
Dire's middle tower is under
That is really not great
Dire's middle tower
in the grand scheme of it all. I wonder, because
It was one of the 4 staffs from Xtreme Gaming, because I
think it was Jinkyu's.
trying to find whose it was, because XM also has one, but couldn't figure it out. You know, we love to blame people. We like to find an individual and blame it for losing the game, but I couldn't do it.
It wasn't Jinkyu's. I don't know whose it was. They all have 4 staff. Who knows?
They have 3 4 staffs, so he used one on himself to push him out of the trouble. If it wasn't Jinkyu,
DY, borrowed time and dying. But now the Fiend's Gate. Red Panda's here. Doesn't have the split for another 29 seconds, so that's a trade they're willing to make. Shang-Chi for DY is a positive move for Xtreme Gaming any day of the week.
and get whatever they can. They need to delay this game. XWI, he's sitting on 4,000 gold, 4,000 plus, while holding the Aegis. It seems like Xtreme Gaming, they will need to defend the high ground. They have the good tools to do so, because you have Firestorm, you have Flak, you have Rubik with Fate Bolt and whatever you steal. So I don't know if Aster.Aries can just go in, like, try to end the game, force the high ground, because it's not going to be as easy. What Xtreme wants to do is delay game as much as possible. They need more items on Gyro. He feels like he still doesn't have enough at the moment.
I love that Jinkyu died twice, and he just was like, all right, Axe Phylactery.
Nah.
Maybe not. Just picks up a Ghost Scepter. I get it. I very much get the feelings of great early game as a support, thinking you can kind of be a core, to, all right, I got to remember my role. Shield Rune for Ulu. Casual 1500 shield.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I can't believe that didn't get changed.
I don't think it's OP by any means. It looks strong in certain situations, but sometimes it's kind of meh. Compared to double damage, like double damage has been a thing, or it's like, oh, look at Morphling with double damage,
Well,
solo killing the whole team. With
You can't
Shield Rune,
just change the
you
name
don't-
of the rune.
Radiant's bottom
What if you call it like almost double damage? Yeah.
1.3% double damage.
Dire's top tower
Like,
is under
all right, sure. I'm so stuck on that. My head is just booming with ideas. JT, TP.
JT, aka just TP, manages to get out of the trouble. He's very tanky. He does have Lotus Orb, has Guardian Greaves as well, going at the Heaven's Halberd, which I really like. So that's going to give you tankiness, disarm against all of 3 cores who rely on being physical. So I want to see some like extra armor being picked up as well. You know, maybe if you get to AC, not sure if he wants to buy it. Let's see, top lane, Xtreme Gaming, trying to make a move away from a fight, because there's still a minute and 20 left on that Aegis. XWY does have 9-second BKB available.
Let's see, they've got JT looking to defend mid just with the Firestorm. Place that down. Clear up some creeps, make sure that survives. Ooh, just speeding through here.
is under attack.
Can they jump him? Not without Jinkyu. They really don't have
Are scanning.
the effective control unless they go lasso and get the kill beforehand, but I don't know if they do without Jinkyu as that extra little oomph. He went back to help JT kind of defend. JT's baiting out here up front.
He's a big boy.
Tower is under
He
attack.
can afford to do so.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Next set of items, Ghost will pick up Butterfly. Needs to get the Talisman, will disassemble his Mask of Madness.
Renovatos used, and they're going to make the jump. Now they're going to go for a JT. They've got the Bedouin right on top of him. That's on the Ricky, who goes into the tricks of the trade, and they will get the kill on the Underlord. Ooh, now unstoppable. He's 6-0-5. He's trying to pick up a Satanic, and this is slowly just slipping out of the hands of Xtreme Gaming, who I thought had a good enough start to really maintain here, but
Tower is under attack.
a couple of poor fights, and it's all Aster.Aries.
Another set of items is going to come out for Aster.Aries. Red Panda, he's going for a Blink Dagger. Again, XWY sitting on 4,000 gold. You mentioned
Again?
Aghanim Scepter on Mercy.
Radiant's middle tower
Ricky
is under
going into Diffusal Blade, into Mantis style. Razor, as you said, Satanic. It's online.
They're just big items ahead. Like, this is
tower is
a big moment for Aster.Aries, and really, you know, not to say they are going to struggle, but where they struggle. Oh, Jinkyu using the telekinesis on XM to drop down onto Mercy to stop that TP within the Shadow Realm.
Hey, that's a big kill. It's a lot of gold. XM definitely needs any kind of gold he can get, because he was the lowest net worth core for a really long time, and now this is going to help him get to his BKB. He's playing a bit of more of assassin type of a game right now. So Blink Dagger, Force Staff wants to be able to lock onto a target, drag it back so they kill it, and then they take a fight 4 versus 5, not going for like Octarine or anything at the moment, which I really like. I think he needed to make an adjustment because things were not going correctly for him.
So this Butterfly's picked up. They're going MKB on Ghost, but they already got one on TA on the other side. Ghost is holding off on a BKB as long as he can, but
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I wonder if he's going to be able to survive in these fights long enough. Like, Ulu just has Satanic. He's basically got 2 lives in his hands as well.
Gyro hit level 20. That's a big spike for him, getting that 40 flat cannon damage with the level 15 talent as well. Butterfly online, Elven Tunic as well. That's a lot of mischance, a lot of evasion. That's why XWY decided to pick up MKB.
Right. So, no real big fights happening. Knowing that Roche is soonish, I don't think anybody truly wants to give up the advantage, but both need to get it some way, so they're both going to smoke up as 5.
Radiant
Scan comes out from the Radiant, doesn't catch anybody. They're actually just kind of going counterclockwise around each other until they move and show each other mid. BKB's going to be popped. They go to the lasso. They've got the Cursed Crown, and now they're going to look to get the kill on XWY, but they've got the Refraction with a Rocket Barrage on him. They'll get the kill as Terrorize is just a little bit too late. BKB, Ulu moving forward. They've got the Lotus Orb on Ghost. Ghost needs to get a 4-staff up out of the high ground. That's exactly what he gets. He's in a great position to put some damage out if he can. But now, Flat Cannon raining down onto these heroes. Red Panda's in trouble. Shanxi is going to be in trouble as well. With that Ags, the Shadow Realm strikes just aren't doing enough, and Mercy's going to be able to TP out. They'll chase for more, so far only losing 1. They want to get the kill into Shanxi. They grab the root on the edge. There's the Flame Break and the kill onto this Riki.
That's exactly fight that Xtreme needed. Like we talked about, XM, big jump, gets Templar Assassin close to Gyrocopter, they focus him down, and it really pays off. Like, Gyrocopter later on did not have enough damage because all of his damage was drained by Razor.
Right.
But after that, the fight feels really over. They're hunting him down.
Top lane, they want Ulu.
Have a BKB. That's a nice move.
He doesn't have it for a while, and he is just not going to be able to survive. Look at the amount of gold that just goes the way of Xtreme. And where was that net worth lead? It is gone.
They're not going to be able to make it.
Only one does.
Underlord blocked the entrance. He's too big. You shall not pass. But they're back. They're definitely back into the game. And now with the next set of items, like it feels like they just deal so much damage. Gyrocopter with the MKB, even if your like damage gets drained, you're still gonna have something to do. This has been like a counter to Razor. I remember like it's just stuck in my head, one of the games where Troll was playing against Razor because it was always a counter to Troll, and he bought MKB as his like second item. He's like, you know what? I have extra attack speed. I have extra magic damage coming from MKB, so even if you drain my damage, I'll still be able to deal some back. And now Xtreme Gaming, they're gonna smoke.
They want to be the ones who get their hands onto Roche. And they'll try to do so.
Oh, they see this TP, or do they? Batrider, he's hunting. XM wants to jump.
Ooh, 5-man smoke. They know it's there. The plasma field thrown out by Jinkyu. Trap gets popped. They're going to 4-staff away. Plasma field thrown out by Ulu with the Bramble Maze locking down DY. Pit of Malice is going to be dropped onto 2 of these heroes. That's going to be onto the Brewmaster as well as this Dark Willow. Borrowed time, jumping him back up to half health. They've got the Terrorize that lands on a 2. They go to the Plasma field. They've got the Static Link. It's going to be onto the Gyrocopter. Now they've got the lasso. It's going to be on the TA with the BKB, but they get the kill on the DY. They end up losing Red Panda and XM. So 2 heroes dead to Ulu. Is the attention is now on a JT. He's trying to fight. He's trying to survive, but won't be able to do so with 3 heroes around him, and Xtreme have to bail.
Whew, a bit of an awkward fight there from Xtreme Gaming. Seems like they wanted to get the jump. Batrider was ready to go, but lost a little bit of vision. Also was hesitating. Then they popped the smoke, so he was unable to grab the target. They wanted to go with the same recipe as in the previous fight, but Aster.Aries, they were ready this time. And again, Roshan, it does belong to them.
Yeah, that was a big fight for them.
Who's gonna pick it up?
thinking maybe Xtreme had that advantage. They knew exactly where the side of Aster.Aries were, and you said it, you know, just a little bit of the lacking of vision. And this fight gets into this weird space of trees, and a good terrorize there from Mercy.
They also lost the gem, so that's going to be pretty big because they wanted to see traps. They wanted to see Ricky, Templar Assassin, get rid of some of the vision. And again, it seems like Xtreme Gaming, they need to fall back to farming, maybe get a pick off with the Batrider. Lasso is available one more time.
Can they find the pick-off target they want, though? Not really too sure just yet, but now with this Aegis, it's on Ulu. Ulu feels very vulnerable without that BKB, but now he's picked himself up an MKB.
Double MKB against Butterfly, against Elven Tunic. It's going to be a lot of damage. And this is the item that we mentioned, Underlord going for AC. You can see that Xtreme Gaming, they're itemizing everything for the armor pretty much, because you have Lotus Orb, you have Heaven's Halberd to disarm them, then you have Casual Plate Mill for now on Batrider, Ghost Scepter on Rubik, and Abba having a Solar Crest, so whatever you can get.
Now back up to that 7,000 net worth advantage. They're going to try and take their own Tormentor, as the one from the Dire side was taken already by Aster.Aries. And this will be a shard going to XM, so he's going to have that upgraded Sticky Napalm. Is that a shard that, you know, feels pretty solid value right there, or would you have wanted it on somebody else?
I mean, the other one would be Abba as a position 5. It's really not impactful.
Yeah.
So it's better if Batrider picks it up.
So Aster.Aries playing the pressure game right now, taking that outpost, but let's see how far forward they want to keep it going. Is that Satanic's been picked up by Ghost, so he's got a way to survive. Now going into the BKB. See how long it takes him to get there. So that Bramble Maze is going to be placed onto the tier 2 tower, but not get anything. Telekinesis, a long way to be helped, and if they could take the Aegis pretty quickly, that would be quite nice for the side of Xtreme Gaming, but they're able to get Ulu out, thanks in part to the Force Staff being used there by XWY.
For now, Jin Q is holding Plasma Field. It's a good amount of damage, especially at the early stages. 36, 7 minutes into the game, it's not as great. Like, I think for now, he's just going to hold that and maybe look into stealing either Smokescreen or something from Dark Willow. Terrorize, Bramble Maze. These are the two big ones.
Telekinesis again into the lasso. They want to take this Aegis out. That's exactly what they've accomplished. Stealing the Cinder Brew. Call down used. Flame Break pushing Ulu back, doing some damage with the BKB being popped. They're going to turn this the other way. They've got themselves the damage out on a JT. He's feared up thanks to the Terrorize thrown in by Mercy. He's got the Lotus Orb on him, but they get the kill onto the JT Underlord. And now they'll end up stealing Bedlam. That's a pretty solid one to steal. But will they have another opportunity? Like, Blink Lasso Bedlam? Okay.
It's good. I don't think they lack damage as long as they can get Lasso on a target. So JT got to hold onto his buyback. Aster.Aries, they're not going to have an easy time pushing the high ground, because we mentioned it. Pit of Malice, Firestorm, Rubik with his stolen spells, Gyrocopter. You can see damage coming out from Gyrocopter. It really is massive. MKB, level 20 talent, getting closer to level 25 as well, so that minus 6 seconds. Can he get another one? Yes, he can.
Ooh, and that's going to be the Aeon Disc, so now can they finish off Red Panda? No, they're not going to stay on him.
No. Vindicator's Axe plus Aeon Disc. It is a lot of like armor, slow resistance, and also unable to get him killed. He just assembled it. Red Panda was waiting until he drops really, really low. Tier 4 items. They're still deciding. Let's see what Gyro wants to pick up. Gonna be Spell Prism.
Ooh.
An item that has been nerfed every single patch pretty much. Still good item because of that CDR and also flat cannon cooldown, which he's getting really close to.
So straight up -6, which would put it on a 4-second, or sorry, not a 4-second, math eluding me, 9-second cooldown. Just about 9.8-ish. Hey, the math is close.
It doesn't have to be correct. It has to be like relatively close. That's what we care about.
You're allowed to say that because you're not an NA. You don't have to prove your education all the time. Your mathematication.
Live on stream while you're also thinking about some of the other stupid stuff you want to say is not easy.
Yeah.
Radiant are scanning.
Stupid stuff is all I think of. Vlad's being built by DY, by the way. See if he gets that with Shiva's from the Bat Rider next. BKB soon for Ghost.
Under attack.
So some significant items being built here. See how much of an impact they do end up having. JT, still thinking about his tier 4, by the way. Thinking so much he's not even moving.
He's reading. He's very...
He's doing the math.
In the zone. Yeah, he's definitely doing the math, thinking about, oh, if I do this, 1% chance extra, gonna be
there it is.
cap in the end.
Ascetics cap.
So that's a big one, because Endurance now gives you 40% slow resistance against Plasma Field, against traps, Ricky Smokescreen. Not a bad one to pick up.
I like it. I like the idea. I was maybe a little bit surprised. I don't know if Ghost had the option of it. Maybe he might have wanted something like that to get out of Smoke Screen. But always having the Spell Prism is nice. I really wish we could see the options.
Oh, for sure. I wanted to see that for a really long time. Yeah. Eventually, we're going to get it. They're going to deward this Observer on the high ground, so Aster.Aries, they know something is up. BKB now available.
Smoke gets broken. Cinder Brew, Primal Split, that's going to be started with BKB popped in. The Flat Cannon doing so much damage onto these pandas, but they're going to look and focus their attention on XWI. They've got the last one, they've got the damage to be able to get the kill. Oh, they've rooted him up. They've got the Terrorize. He's able to survive.
XWI, 100 HP.
Oh my god, he's able to survive. Red Panda's got the Aeon Disc. He moves around. They've got the Pin Mounts on him, and they're still looking over at the Dark Will. Nobody did just yet, but the TP's going to be out from Mercy, and now the chase is on to get anything out of this. GQ was able to steal the Primal Split. The Rocket's going on. They've got the Fiend's Gate.
It's coming.
Buster gonna make you feel not so great, but he's gonna be on the other side of the fight where they go after and catch themselves Ulu instead. Buster went all the way over to Red Panda, but the attention was onto the Razor.
I love that Ghost immediately popped the BKB because he's like playing against... He wants to deal as much damage as possible. He sees a BKB and he's like, you know what? I don't care. I'm just going to right-click you down. And now this Flat Cannon is on a really low cooldown, so he can use it like multiple times in a fight. Aster.Aries, they're going to struggle with dealing the damage because I see Underlord with Heart, with Ascetic Cap, Lotus Orb, he's really tanky. And then you have Ghost, who's, what is he bringing on the courier? Just going to be a couple of clarities for now. Okay.
Hell yeah.
I thought it was something big. I thought it was like, you know, something important, but look at that. In the backpack, 2 clarities.
Bramble Maze, Flame Break, Pit of Malice. That should lock Mercy again. They've got the last one, but it's going to be reflected with the Eggs. That's on the Dark Willow that grabs 2. Oh my, they still get the kill on Mercy. They're going to turn this around. They're looking for XM. As Red Panda's got the Primal Split, they've got the Cyclone up into the air with the Static Link. It's going to be on the Gyrocopter with the Lotus Orb being put on a Ghost. Pin him out with the BKB, pop by Ulu. So now Plasma Field and Disc popped on Red Panda. DY's got the borrowed time. XWI not doing enough damage just yet with the Metal Strike hitting on a Ghost with the BKB being popped. They get the kill on Ulu though. It's JT who gets the credit. They look over at Red Panda. They'll get the kill onto the Brew and take out 3 without buyback.
Oh, XM tipping Mercy as well. Like, that was a nice play from Mercy, but Ulu, he bought back and he died immediately, and this is game over. They have no business left in this game. You're playing against Gyro, you're playing against Underlord with 400 damage, no carry available. It's all it took. Gyrocopter is a mean carry when it comes down to the late game. Throwing like buffs on top of him, having Abba behind him to dispel him with the Aphotic Shield, Solar Crest on top of him. Oof. Man, this game, Aster.Aries, I would say that they were relatively close to winning it when it comes down to like how much advantage they had, but the execution, again, it was lacking.
They're going to try and hold on. They get the kill on Xingqiu. They've got themselves the buyback on Red Panda. The throne is exposed. They've got the disarm. They've got the Lotus, but XWY won't be able to survive. Ghost gets the kill on both him and Red Panda, and now they'll focus their attention onto the throne while GG is called by Aster.Aries, and Xtreme Gaming will take the series 2-0 and knock Aster.Aries to 1 life left in the lower bracket.